Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh, and welcome back to another video. Um, so I'm going to say something that sounds pretty generic at this point, really, but I'm just gonna say it right now. I didn't really plan on making this video, right? So, for some of you who may not know, obviously I've announced that I was going to be taking a short break from YouTube, but that obviously didn't happen. I was still around. I've uploaded maybe once in a while or so. And so yesterday, well, I did sort of a rant, right? I was talking about the situation, talking about scalping, right? So, for those of you who don't know what scalping is, right? So basically, it's when someone buys some product that costs, I guess maybe 20 or 30 bucks. Let's say they buy it, they resell it online, but for a much more higher price. Let's say maybe 50 or 60 bucks, right? You might think I'm exaggerating, but that is not the case. Scalping is a very big problem. And it's not just with the Godzilla versus Kong toy line, but it has also happened with other products as well. And this is nothing new. Scalping is nothing new, right? We all know what it is. Heck, even Ninja Turtles have suffered through this exact same problem. So really, this is not an exclusive problem to this toy line, but you guys pretty much get what I'm trying to say, right? Now, the reason why I wanted to make a part two talking about this today was because, well, two reasons, right? I want to talk about some new stuff that did kind of pop up talking about the thing. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the video I made yesterday. Now, it was a very long video, it was about maybe 35 minutes. So, obviously, yeah, it was pretty elaborate at best. And obviously, it was kind of a big long rant. I wasn't expecting to go as berserk as I saw in the video. I look like a crazy person, but I mean, I don't know. It's a pandemic. What do you expect when you're stuck inside all day? I mean, you're willing to just speak gibberish at this point. Come on, let's be real here, right? So the reason why I wanted to continue talking about this was because, well, where do I even begin, right? Now, I don't know if I should start with this. Well, I guess I'd rather start with the story, right? So basically, I'm on Instagram, and so my good old pal Best I Can Game looking around the internet, I guess, and he stumbled upon a post by someone. It was a seller, toy seller specifically, and he bought all of the new figures that were coming out in the Godzilla vs Kong line. Now, so for those of you who are not sure, who don't have much knowledge about this, the Wave 2 figures have finally hit the stores. They are all fine. Well, not maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are pretty much out now for anyone to buy. They're here in the US, while in certain parts, they're pretty much everywhere, really. Uh, that's good, but then it's also bad because obviously, because these are very hyped up figures, everybody is buying them like crazy. And it is, it's sad to say, but like, you know, let's just say the Walmart website doesn't help at all. It says that it's in stock, then it's not in stock, and it's like, oh my god, it just makes you want to blow your head off, honestly. It is ridiculous. And you hate to go there, and then they have absolutely nothing. I do these short videos called the Godzilla vs. Kong Toy Hunts. I love doing them, but recently I've been hesitant doing more of them because every time I go to Walmart, I find nothing. So it's like, So I'm not saying that scalping has 100% to do with that, but obviously, for some reason, the whole scalping issue has kind of made its way into this toy line because this specific seller was buying all of the new figures that are hard to find as it is, and then selling them for like 60 and 70 bucks. And you might think I'm exaggerating, but go on eBay right now, and if you look up just Godzilla vs Kong toys, come on, well, come on, like maybe if you put like from like, I don't know, like lowest price, you might find maybe Godzilla with Heat Ray at a pretty decent price, which is okay. But then again, all the Wave 1 figures are already out. For the last couple of times I went to Walmart, they have all the Wave 1 figs. So what's the deal with that? Why would I want to pay a little bit extra for that? You know what I mean? So basically, what happened is that this post, well, obviously the guy bought them all so he could resell them. And people, well, let's just say, got triggered. Everybody was pretty upset about it, rightfully so, because this guy was buying all of them with like, oh my god. I mean, I still have the screenshots, but he just bought like, I don't know, 10 or 20. Oh my dear god. And it's like, oh, and it's like, listen, as a collector, I get it. If you want to buy duplicates, there's nothing really wrong with that. But obviously, the guy isn't really doing it as a collector, but doing it more just to kind of for the money, in on it for the money, because they know that this movie is hyped up. They know that everybody's dying to see this movie and they want to support it. And the best way to support it is buying the merchandise. Now, whether you think the merchandising is good or not, well, it sells either way, no matter what, right? So obviously doing this little sort of marketing tactic thing, it's not a good thing, obviously, It's not good through a marketing perspective, and it's not good as a collector's perspective, because you're basically buying all of these, not because you love the line or anything, not because you love the movies or whatnot, but like because you just want to make a profit and sell them thinking that you can make a quick buck, even though deep down you're kind of slapping the faces of every toy collectors, whether they're kids or adults. Because let's be real here, all right? It doesn't matter if you're young or old, you can still love action figures. You don't always gotta be playing with them and all that. But then that's kind of also the other issue too. These toys only cost like $9.87 or $9.84 or whatever, right? Like $10 at least, right? And they're sure the quality is good, but like, would you really want to pay 30 or $40 just for one figure? I made the example yesterday that if you wanted to buy a whole bunch of skull crawlers or war bats, then yeah, I can understand buying a few of those. I see myself doing that, but because I want an army build, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what's the problem is that a lot of these people, they go for a much more lucrative market, meaning that they don't buy them because they deeply care about it, but because they're only in on it for the money. Because this was a personal seller selling these. So it's not like that they're supporting the company or the toy line in any other way. You think you're making your money back with this, but you're really not. And long story short, everybody went on a whole tangent, right? Everybody went after this guy, and then everybody was like, "Oof," Nobody was happy, and I don't blame them. Like, I went on a whole tangent yesterday. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, it's not fair. You buy all this. Let's say you're a father or a mother, you want to buy your kids the new Godzilla toys, but you can't because they're gone because you got people like these buying them like crazy. And a lot of people have argued that maybe there should be some sort of like capacity thing where a person can only buy like maybe a few, but I don't see that working out at all. But only because, when it comes to like certain things, right? Like for an example, we're still in the pandemic, as we all know. So I can understand with the food problem because that was a very huge deal back last year. Thank God it's not now, but that was very dangerous. So they could probably put a restriction on food, but not a restriction on toys because not everybody's into that. Only little kids and adult collectors are. So there's that. So people were basically upset with this guy, but the guy wasn't really being all nice either. He was calling everybody Karens and keyboard warriors, and it's like, why? Is that really necessary? And mind you, this is not the only comment he meant. He made a whole big deal about this. Go check. I've made the whole rant yesterday. Go check that video out. I think I gave it a dumb title, like Godzilla versus Kong Scalpers is sus, because I mean it is sus. What can I say? It's bad. And and I'm disappointed in the guy. It's like you're buying these and you want to sell them for a higher profit, but and the sad thing is that sometimes it works. You know what I mean? I see a lot of these people online, they bought the figures, right? But that's impossible because you know that they're not everywhere. All these figures are not in all the Walmarts yet. They're getting there, but not all of them. Like in places like Nevada and New Jersey and even like California, a lot of those places, the toys are up already. Even where I live, it's kind of back and forth. Sometimes they got them, sometimes they don't. Well, long story short, I'm always out of luck and I never find them, but this is not about me. Okay, fine, maybe a little bit, but I'm going to get to that because. So it makes sense that people were upset, but the guy wasn't really very generous either. He was basically being a huge asshole, dick, basically. And eventually things got so bad the person had to end up deleting his post because of that. Now, obviously, there is sort of the debate. Does he deserve to be called out? Yeah, I mean, come on, he's a scalper. What do you think? Like I say, it's not just, scalpers exist everywhere. They will always exist no matter what. All right. Scalping, I think it's a very dirty tactic that people do. It's wrong, like just, it's not, you can easily go buy this in store, but then you take advantage of people. That's basically what it is. You're taking advantage of the people because you know that they want this so bad. So you're willing to, just because you're one of the first people to find it, that doesn't mean that it's right for you to take all of them, just to, I don't know, I guess inflate your own ego. Honestly, I don't know what this is at this point. I don't know why people love to do this. Like I said, this has existed for years now, and it is a huge problem that a lot of toy collectors have to deal with. So, like I say, I think he does deserve to be kind of called out for that. And the reason why I keep saying that is because my last video, it surprisingly had got a lot of views and had a pretty good perception. Well, that's how you say it, right? Yeah, it got a pretty good audience going on. Even in my live chat, everybody was pretty much in agreement that this was very wrong, and it does deserve to be called out. But I woke up this morning and I actually do see a comment, and someone was, let's just say, they told I'm not going to say the name of the comment, but somebody did told me that I should not have mentioned the seller's name. Well, not the name. The seller's, you can't read the seller's real name. It's not up on his Instagram because this is where I found all the information. But I did mention his Instagram name, you know, and the comments said that someone in the comments said that I should not have said that. I should not have said the name of the person because now people are going to go on a witch hunt and find him. Even though I specifically said, do not go after this guy, do not fuel the fire. I said that multiple times in the video. As much as I think that what this guy did was very scummy, obviously I would never condone any sort of harassment or anything like that. I would never do that. So, I want to get that out of the way right now because I wanted to comment back, but for some odd reason, YouTube wouldn't let me. I don't know if it's because he put a curse word in there or something like that. He did say shit, but I don't know. Cause like people can write whatever they want in my comment section. All right. I mean, don't start trolling. Don't start putting weird garbage. But I have had issues in my comment section where someone will say something and I want to reply back, but I can't because YouTube's system is so stupid. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the curse word or whatever like that. I've been trying to fix that lately. I don't know how to fix it though. So I do apologize for some of you because I always try to get back. I always try to comment, but sometimes, I'm not able to, not just because of time, but because of the YouTube system just doesn't want to, cooperate, Now, I've already mentioned this. I am not a kid's channel. The stuff that I do is open to anyone, whether you're a young or like an older toy collector. I want my content to be open for everyone, basically. You know what I mean? So, long story short, Kappa was a mistake. All right. And if you want me to do a Kappa rant, I don't know. We're kind of past that at this point, but it's whatever. I don't know how relevant that is now because it was a pretty big deal, and even I was thinking about talking about it, but nah. We'll see. We'll see what happens down the line. So another reason, I wanted to talk about this because some new stuff have kind of popped up where, surprise, surprise, I'm actually not the only person talking about this issue. So another YouTuber who goes by the name Ultrazilla, right? So he's a pretty well-known YouTuber. He has, well, I can't remember how many subscribers, but he has a pretty huge audience all out. And yesterday, later during the night, he actually did made a video talking about the Godzilla versus Kong scalping issue. Now, Ultrazilla, he didn't say a specific seller like I did, but he talked about his story where he joined like a Facebook group for like Godzilla toys or whatever, right? And apparently, now I couldn't remember the entire situation completely because a lot of things were just kind of like mixed matched. It mostly has to do with how apparently there were people finding the new figures, but they weren't really talking about, you know, how amazing they are or anything like that. They were actually just planning to make a profit on it and just selling them online just to make more money. And obviously, he said that he didn't want to support something like that. And I don't blame him. You know, I really don't. In fact, I agree 100% with everything Ultrazilla says in his video. You know, he made the video. I suggest going to check it out. Definitely. You know, he said a lot of good points. You know, I've mentioned this before, but once in a while I'm in Shin Rob Jira's Discord server, and even the people I've talked to there have agreed on, you know, both his videos and mine about the situation that's been kind of going on, because scalping is a very big issue, but all of a sudden it's become an even worse situation. And for Ultrazilla, it's interesting because he made a lot of good points that I think deserves to be, you know, spread around. People should make more of an awareness about this. Now, how do we solve the issue precisely? I don't know. It's hard to say because, like I say, scalpers are everywhere. So you can't really get rid of scalping completely, you know? And it's not that scalping is a bad thing, but the whole purpose is like you're literally buying a product that's out now for cheap and you want to sell them online for a higher profit. And that's obviously bad. And that is not acceptable, you know? It's just, you know, especially with what's been going now. I hate to bring this up so much, but I just have to. But we're in a pandemic, you know? People are sick, people are dying of this horrible disease, and people are not working right now. So money is very tight. You could be working right now, and then your boss comes tell you, hey, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to close because of what's going on, you know? So you really have to be careful with what you're doing with your money nowadays. I mean, yeah, sure, you know, you can just, yeah, you're probably thinking, ooh, what about that stimulus check? You're getting a lot of money, right? And I've mentioned that too. Yeah, you could do whatever you want with your money. It's none of my business. But just remember, that's supposed to help you with like food and stuff. So don't go buying super duper expensive stuff, okay? Because I've seen people buy like ginormous flat screen TVs with their stimulus money. And that's mind boggling because it's like, you know, I mean, I hate it because it's like, okay, fine. I don't blame them because I probably would have bought something nice with that too. But at the same time, you have to use that money to help yourselves. So, like I say, money is tight, you know? So you can't be spending it all willy nilly like you used to. You know what I mean? It's very hard, you know? And another thing that Ultrazilla brought up is he has a kid, you know, he has a son, you know? So he's even said it. Ultrazilla, his issue. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna have to end the video early. Hold up. Let me see. I'm gonna have to end the video here. Actually, hold up. Let me see. Maybe not. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I'm expecting a phone call. All right, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so let me get back to what I was saying. Right. Uh, damn, I lost track. Ultrazilla, right? Yeah. So he has a son, right? And his problem is that there's no Walmarts near him. The Walmart he usually goes to is very far away. So for him, if he goes to a Walmart and he doesn't find any of the new stuff, it's gonna be hard. You know, he's gonna have to tell his kid, "Hey, sorry." You know what I mean? And yeah, it is sad. You know, it's like, yeah, it sounds dumb and petty, but he has a point. You know, because remember, it's not just us adult collectors that love this stuff, but it's little kids that likes this stuff too, you know? And a lot of things that I pointed out yesterday with the people commenting on the guy's posts is that, you know, with these toys, sure, for people be like, oh, these are crap toys, these are only made for money, whatever. Stop. No, stop with that, you know? Sorry. So, like, you know, you can introduce new fans with that. You know what I mean? You can do some good stuff with this. And think about it, you know? Like, why not? Why, you know how nice it is to have a toy of just like a big giant dumb dinosaur that shoots like a freaking heat ray? That's fun, you know? So you can only imagine just the disappointment that everybody feels when you see all these new products. You know they're out, but scalpers keep taking them. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? You know, it pisses you off, and it does. You know, it pisses me off because it's like, you know, like I'm literally going out wasting my time just to find these. I'm doing all this literally for toys. That's bad. You know, it would have been a little worth it. You know, if I actually found them, but I don't. And I know that you don't too. A lot of people I talk to in my comments section too, they have all talked about how they can't find any of the new stuff. I've had people told me that, hey, they're up in stock. You should go check it out. But then when I go on the website, they're out of stock. Even though, honestly, I don't trust the Walmart website 100%, if I'm being honest. Trust me, they do not have great customer service. So I wouldn't suggest calling Walmart, all right? Just hear me out. Just don't, all right? I did that yesterday. Oh, what a nightmare. But you know what? Not to get off topic here. Basically, what I'm saying is that I am not the only person that has talked about this issue. Ultrazilla made a good video talking about it. I suggest checking him out. Go check out his video. I would put it in the description below, but call me stupid, but I don't know how to do that. I've tried. Maybe I think I'll find a way. I'll find a way. But please check out his video and also check out my video talking about the topic. This is right. This video is part 2 of it. If you want to watch part 1, you should watch my last video on it. It's pretty long, but just trust me on this. And it was pretty entertaining. Trust me. You'll pretty much understand what I'm saying at. And I don't know if the person that wrote that comment is watching this, the guy that says that he doesn't agree with what I did. I'm going to say this again. I do not condone harassment towards the person. I do not want that. I specifically said to do not go after this person because the guy that commented, I'm not going to say his name obviously, but he said that he does not agree that I said the guy's name, that I should not have done that, and that people are going to go on a witch hunt. But don't worry, his real name is not on Instagram, so nobody's gonna hunt him down. I specifically said not to do that, and if you are doing that, you do not have my condolence because I specifically told you not to do that. So please don't. Plus, you don't have nothing to fight for anyway. The post is gone. He deleted it. The only thing that exists now is screenshots of what I have and what Best I Can Game have. I also forgot to mention that the Best I Can Game, right? He also plans on making a video talking about it, although I don't know when it will come out. So, but please go check him out as well. So like I said, I've talked about it, Ultrazilla's talked about it, and Best I Can Game talked about it. So who else is going to keep talking about the issue? I don't know, but there should be more of an awareness about this because it's not just this toy line that's having that problem, but it's also a lot of other things as well. But this deserves to be called out, because it's not fair. It's ridiculous. People shouldn't have to go through great lengths just to kind of, buy an action figure that you can easily buy at Walmart. Oh my god, it's it's exhausting. I was all livid. I was fired up yesterday because I don't think it has to do with drinking too much coffee, but you get the idea. I wasn't gonna make this video because I'm supposed to be on break because I wanted to avoid spoilers for the new movie coming out, but I haven't been doing a good job at that. But don't expect a video. I might make one today. I do plan on going to Walmart today. I doubt, if I don't upload a video today, then that probably means that I found nothing. So yeah, I guess this is where I should end things, right? That's about it. I don't really have nothing else to say. I wanted to make a part 2 about this just to do a little update and talk about a few things. So I'm just pretty much going to end the video right here. So I can't really exactly say how my schedule is going to go down because I do upload videos, but I don't upload them frequently. I'm really behind on the Godzilla vs. Kong toy reviews, but I'll try to see if I could get to Kong with Battle Axe, who I have right here. This is from Wave 1, by the way. Just thought I'd let you guys know. And what else before I end it here? So like I said, I don't condone any harassment towards the guy. It's in fact it's better if you don't check him out at all. So that way, let his sales, do whatever. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna spend that much on a toy unless you're that desperate. And yeah, while I am desperate to find them, I am not stupid. I will not pay that much of a high price for that, and you shouldn't do it as well. As much as I hate to say this, because Walmart has nothing, they never have them, but just go to Walmart. Just, better. I think this is one of those times where you should at least go and check it out. Even though, and yeah, I know it's a pandemic, but just wear a mask, just stay safe. It's not that hard, do it, basically. So yeah, so check my last video out, please. I really does help out. Go check out Ultrazilla's video about it, and whenever the best I can game does a video on it, go check his out as well, because this needs to be spread and this needs to be talked about. So if you want to help the support, share the video, share this video, share my last video, share Ultrazilla's video, and share the best I can games video, so we could make at least a note about what's going on with this, because I'm gonna say it right now, this is utter bullshit. It is. So I might as well just end it right here, right? So if any other updates pop up, I'll let you guys know. Although don't expect me to be on YouTube too much, obviously, because I'm supposed to be on break. But that, I mean, when you hear a lot of YouTubers say they're gonna take a break, they never really do. But I wanted to be honest with my word. But in this case, I probably couldn't help it. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll see you.